in just a moment. And today's focus is just continuing from yesterday with some hip work. So we'll just begin in a short moment. Okay. Right, we'll get started. So we're going to come and lie on our backs for the start of today. So a great one if you've got any tightness in your hips. So yesterday we were doing some chair yoga for the hips, and today I just wanted to kind of explore a little bit more. So we're going to come and lie on our backs. So you might want to have your feet on the floor with the knees bent, or if it feels okay, you can bring your knees into your chest. And wherever you come to, just see if you can start to lengthen your tailbone down a little bit. So we just take a little bit of a scoop of the belly and see if you can draw your lower back into the ground, and maybe just let the sitting bones just kind of lengthen away from your shoulders a little bit. So if you've got the knees into the chest, then maybe hold the backs of the thighs. Let your shoulders become heavy wherever you come to. And see if you can settle into your spine. So how can you make your spine a little bit heavier? And just relax the muscles running up and down the spine. And just start here with your 3 breaths. And see if you can feel the breath from inside of you this morning, whatever that means to you. At the end of the next exhale, if your knees are into the chest and it feels okay, you can take the arms out wide. If your feet are on the floor, keep them on the floor. We're just going to start to sway the knees from side to side. So it's a very small movement, a rocking from side to side, just to check in with your lower back. And then you can start to make that a little bit bigger. So just engaging the tummy muscles just to control the movement. See if you can slow it down. Maybe pause and hover a little bit and notice where the tension starts to creep in. Can you relax across your shoulders into your lower back? And switch to the other side. Okay, and then we're going to take it across the body. See if you can bring the knees all the way down to the ground. And you might want to just adjust the top knee so that you can be comfy through it. So you don't want it kind of hovering. So if your hips are tight, you can always bring your left foot to the floor if you've gone to the right. See what you can soften in your ribs, in your back. And see if you can just breathe. Where does your breath go? What part of your body can you fill with your breath? Okay, then we're going to let the top knee lift up first, followed by the opposite knee, and then take it all the way over to the other side. So nice and heavy across both shoulders. Adjusting that top leg so you can be comfortable. And then see what you can relax and let go of. And then notice, where does your breath fill you from the inside? So then we let the top knee lift up first, followed by the bottom, bring it back in. Maybe if you want the knees into the chest, just give yourself a little hug. See again if you can lengthen your lower back, get it nice and snug into the ground, give it a little massage, a bit of a wriggle. And then wherever you come to, we'll bring the feet to the floor. So we're going to keep the left knee pointing upwards, the foot is flat on the floor. And we're going to let the right knee drop out to the side. So it's going to go all the way out to the right, just as far as is comfortable. So see how that feels in that hip. And then we'll bring that knee up and then take the left knee out to the side. To see how it compares on that side. So one knee points up, one comes out. And we're going to move with your breath. So as you breathe in, lifting your knee. As you breathe out, letting the opposite knee fall out to the side. So moving from side to side, And just, I like to think of this as oiling the joints. So we're just bringing a little bit of mobility into the joints, into the hips, really heavy across your shoulders, across the collarbone. And just see how it feels to move your legs in this way. So everything we do is mostly forwards and backwards. So when we move out from side to side, it can become, might be a little bit stiff. Okay, next time the left knee rises, we'll pause. And then you're going to take your feet nice and wide, maybe wider than hip distance, and we take it in reverse. So left knee is going to stay up, the right knee is going to come in towards your left foot. So the knee is knocking inwards. So then we let the right knee lift, the left knee comes inwards. If there's any discomfort in your knees, take your feet further away from your bum. So again, moving with your breath. So if you can let the breath initiate the movement. And then next time the left knee comes in, make that the last one. And then lift it up. Okay, so we're going to keep the feet wide and then take both knees over to the right side. So heavy through the shoulders. See how that feels. So you might have a bit of tightness running down that left leg. So see how you can soften into it. And then bring both knees up and then take them to the opposite side. So you're actually working, for some people this won't feel much, but you're working the hips in different directions here. So one hip's externally rotating, one is internally rotating. So it's interesting to observe your movement. Okay, both knees come up. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together and then see how it feels to let both knees come outwards. So if you've got particularly tight hips and your legs are hovering and they're shaking, then I would recommend practicing this with some cushions just to support yourself. You can bring your hands underneath the tops of your legs just to help a little bit, but see what you can let go of, and can you relax into the inner thighs and relax across your chest, relax into your ribs, and let's bring a bit of movement into the shoulders. So we're going to inhale, take the arms up overhead, bit of a stretch, and exhale, bring it down, and let's take that one more time. See if you can relax into the legs as well. Inhale, take the arms up, and exhale, bring it down. And this time bring the hands underneath your legs, lift your knees up, step the feet so they're kind of underneath your knees, your ankles are underneath your knees, and then bring the right knee into your chest. You can hold the back of the thigh, squeeze it in. See if you can take that knee out towards your armpit, and maybe just hold that leg with your right hand. Doesn't have to, it's just as close as is comfortable. And see if you can keep the thigh and the hip where it is, and then send your right foot up towards the ceiling. And you can pulse in and out here, or you can just hug it down, whatever feels comfortable. Give it a bit of a hug. And then push your thigh into your hand, push it away, and then push like we did yesterday, so a bit of resistance. So pulling your leg back in, but resisting with the leg. And take that again. So push your leg into your hand, push away, resist it, and then pull it back. Okay, take that one more time as you push it away, and then we'll hold it out there. So if you can hold it there, maybe straighten the leg a little bit. Don't know what happened to my voice there. Okay, and then we're going to cross that ankle across your left knee. Use your right hand on your thigh just to gently encourage that leg open. Maybe you stay here, maybe you reach through and hold the back of your left leg and hug it in. If you do hug it in, try not to let this knee come into the body, so you're still actively encouraging that knee away from your chest. So see what you can soften for another breath. Okay, and then we'll release. Uncross the leg, hug the left knee in, hold the back of the thigh. See if you can hold it with just your left hand, drawing it in as close as is comfortable. So without making the hips lift off the ground, see if you can keep the lower back nice and heavy. And then draw your knee towards your left shoulder. And then see if you can keep the upper leg where it is, and then rise up your foot. See how that feels, and you can pulse in and out, see how it feels. So it's a great stretch for the hip and also the butt. And then let's push the leg into the hand and then draw the leg into the body so that we're moving with resistance. So it's waking up the muscles and really, really oiling that hip joint. Okay, so bring it in one more time and push away. Maybe here you lift up your foot a little bit higher. And then let's cross this ankle over your right knee. Maybe you stay here with the left hand pushing in. Your foot's nice and active as if you were standing on the floor. Or maybe you bring the knees in. Oh, my left hip's tight. Okay, so maybe you bring the legs in and hold the back of your thigh. Option as well to extend your right leg here. But the focus is deep into this hip joint. So just take another breath here. Soften across your chest, your collarbone. Okay. And then we'll release, bring it down. Bring both knees in, hold the backs of the thighs. Take the knees nice and wide, a little sway from side to side. If you know happy baby, you can bring the hands to the inside of your legs, take hold of the ankles, maybe your feet. But we're drawing, wherever you come to, we're drawing the knees down and just swaying. Have a little sway. And then see if you can close your eyes here. You can be still or swaying. And just notice your breath for these 3 last breaths. See what you can soften in your body. And at the end of the next exhale, release the legs down. If you want to have a rock up into a seat, you can roll to your side, push yourself up, or you can start to have a little bit of a roll as you push your legs into your hands. Just get your energy going for this day ahead and come up into a seat. And take a moment, settle into your hips, see how they feel now. And we'll bring our hands together in prayer. And close your eyes, notice how you feel. See if you can take something positive into your day. And we finish with Namaste. So thank you very much. Have a lovely day and see you tomorrow. It's Thursday, isn't it? See you tomorrow. Thank you.